Okay, this is day one. It's 10:13 p.m. That means I've been fasting for 20 hours and 13 minutes. This is not hard. I've done a lot of 2 and 3 day fasts in the last few years. What's hard about it is mind games like, I'm so hungry, maybe I'll just eat now and start tomorrow, right? Or the fact that it's not over in a couple of hours and it's not going to be over in 24 hours. I've never even thought about doing a 5-day fast before. I just did a 3-day for the first time, and that was the longest I've ever gone. I went 3 days without eating when I was like 20 years old to win a contest with a couple of friends of mine. So that's the longest I've ever gone without eating. And since then, I've done a couple of 72-hour fasts, I believe. And it's hard. That's a long time to go without eating. And knowing that I'm really, really hungry right now, and I have 4 days and 1 hour and 45 minutes to go, and probably longer than that, because it's like, even if I eat at that time, I'm not going to start pigging out at midnight, and I might not even eat. Just depends. And especially after going that long, I'll have to start slow. So you'll be starving, and you'll have to do something like have some broth or eat a few vegetables or something, and you'll have to like space it out and be really disciplined. That might be the hardest part, is not just losing it when you come out of the fast. But I'm determined. I have a fasting buddy. It's always easier to do things like this with someone else. And every time I've ever fasted, I was doing it alone. Nobody would do this with me. And I'm just convinced that it's super good for you. If you don't know anything about fasting, I'm not giving fasting advice, except to say, go look at other people giving fasting advice, real doctors. See what you think about it and give it a try if you want to. But I'm going for it this time. I believe 5 is a magic number. 48's a magic number, 72's a magic number, and then 5 is a magic number. Fasting for 24 hours almost doesn't do that much based on what I've studied. So if I'm not going to go 48 hours, I don't know what the point is. So 48 hours is a good fast. 72 hours is a good fast. If I make it to 48, I've done a good thing. If I make it to 72, I've done a good thing. But I think I'm going to make it to 5, especially if my friend makes it to 5, because there's no way. I will either make it the same length of time as he does or die trying. I will not let him go far. Not that it's a competition. We're supporting each other, not competing against each other. And so from that standpoint, I'm not going to let him go out at this alone, right? No one's left behind. And I hope he makes it so that it will help me stay motivated to make it. And that's my day 1 report. Day 2 was so uneventful that I didn't even really think about anything. I just was pretty miserable. And I was going to play at an open mic that night, and the open mic occasionally has free food, but I don't see a pattern. It just happens sometimes. And I told my fasting buddy, I really hope they don't have free food tonight at the open mic. And well, you guessed it.
It's like free food when I'm on a diet.
So it's day 3. It's the end of day 3. After 9, closing in on 72 hours of fasting. Usually when I've been fasting this long, it's almost time to end it, because I've never fasted more than 3 days. So Usually I would be gearing up to start eating right now, but not tonight because we're going for 5 straight days. That was a little bit hard because I went to an open mic tonight just to check it out. I'm a musician. If you don't know, you can find my music on Keith Minor. Just if you search Keith Minor on YouTube, you'll find it. Keith, M-I-N-O-R. And so went out to another open mic tonight, just checking it out. But there's food around, and it's like sitting there watching people eat it was like a big bucket full of French fries and sliders, little burger sliders, and something else that looked like it was tempura fried. And there were a couple of moments where I was so hungry, I was like ready to just reach into a stranger's food and grab it and start shoveling into my mouth and then just run, right? What are they gonna do? I've been hungrier today than day 1 or day 2. I woke up hungry. I just have these thoughts. I smell food that's not there. Earlier today, I was smelling ribs, and it was just like I was in a rib place, just like, or standing in front of a big barbecuing ribs. It's like, so pretty hungry, but also you're super motivated when you get into day 3 to keep going, even if you're going to stop at the end of day 3. If you've made it past 48 hours, why not go to 72 hours? You know what I mean? So, and that's a real magic time. The most magical time for a fast, in my opinion, based on what I've researched, is the 36-hour to 48-hour time. That 12 hours, your body goes bonkers, healing itself and stuff like that. Day 3, it keeps that going, but it's not quite as high on the same level as when you're in that first 12 hours, but it's really good. But what I think I've learned is that from on day 4 and day 5, things start to happen that don't happen in day 1, 2, 3, and day 1 through 3. And I'm going to see if I can experience that and see what it feels like. But, you know, I'm not going to give in now. I'll be sleepy pretty soon. Day 3 is pretty much in the books. And we'll see what happens on day 4 and day 5. KeithTube signing out. It's day 4 and I am miserable. I am so hungry. I woke up dreaming about breakfast, and then I started smelling jalapeno poppers. There's no jalapeno poppers. Why do I smell jalapeno poppers? All I want to do is eat. The thought of drinking more water or coffee is just disgusting to me. And I don't feel like doing anything. Some people, when they get to this point in the fast, they are filled with energy, and that can happen, but it's not happening to me today. I don't know why. I don't feel like doing anything. And then I feel bad because I'm not doing anything. I've done some things, but it's like I don't even want to. I need to run to the store and get some paper towels, and it seems impossible. So I can't. How could I possibly be expected to do that? That's too much. It's hard to imagine that it's 3:52. It's 3:52. And I'm supposed to do this until midnight tomorrow? Oh my God. Day 5. Coffee brewing. Just got up. Probably feel better today than any other day so far. I don't know what that means. But I did just wake up, so who knows what. But I am glad. I'm very glad that it'll all be over at midnight tonight. I don't even know what I'm going to do then. I don't know if I'm going to start eating at midnight or just go ahead and wait until the next day. I'm not sure. But whatever I do, I'm going to start with bone broth. It's going to be something really light for the first few hours. But as of right now, I don't have to worry about what I'm going to eat. I don't have to think about what I want now. I don't have to pay for anything because I'm not eating anything. It's great. Okay, technically, I've already broken the fast. It's almost 6 a.m. on the last day. So I fasted, the fast started at midnight 5 days ago. So at midnight last night, I reached the 5-day mark. I was sleepy, so I started to just stay asleep, but then I was really hungry in the night and my sleep schedule's messed up anyway. So at about 3 in the morning, so 5 days and 3 hours in, I had myself a cup of this. I reviewed this company's products before. I love their bone broth, but I especially love this one, the mushroom and chicken. So I just went ahead and got it because it's my favorite. And holy cow, prices are crazy. This was $10. What? So anyway, had me a coffee cup full of this. And then went straight to the bathroom. I will say that there's no telling what a fast will do to your tummy. It can have a weird effect because it can be, some say, cleansing you out. But also, this is so good for gut health and who knows. And I haven't felt great on the fast. I usually feel really good during a 2 or 3 day fast. And I felt terrible from the beginning. So I think I did something wrong. But I was so caught up in it. And because I had a fasting buddy, I didn't want to let him down either. So I stuck it out and made it through the whole 5-day fast. I've never done that before. And I wouldn't encourage anybody to do that because one of the reasons I've never really talked about fasting that much is because I'm not an expert. I'm not a doctor. I will link to 2 or 3 people who I really trust. I watch a bunch of people when it comes to fasting stuff, but I will put a link to 2 or 3 like really good doctors who talk about it because it really seems pretty incredible to me. But of course, you should consider your own health. You should probably see your doctor first, and you should definitely learn a lot about it before you jump right in and try it. But yeah, I broke the fast as far as calories with this about 3 hours ago, and taking it really slow, make sure I'm okay before I move on. And so it's about 3 hours later, and I feel great. I feel better than I felt in the last 5 days, really. It makes me feel like maybe I should do a bone broth fast. There are all different kinds of fasts you can do. So anyway, I broke the fast. Now I'm getting ready to break the fast with solid food for the first time. So gonna show you that. Okay, so this is what I'm gonna have. It's just the rest of that chicken and mushroom broth, that bone broth that I had. That's some shiitake mushrooms, fresh shiitake mushrooms, and also some chicken in there. This is going to be my first solid food. Of course, a little salt, pepper, stuff like that in there, but it's just a very basic first meal. So here we go. First food in 5 days and 6 hours going in. So good. I didn't forget how to eat. So there we go. 5-day fast completed. If you want to know why I'm doing this, again, if you do a little research, I'll put some links in the description below. But fasting heals you. It causes something called autophagy. Autophagy makes your body heal itself. That's one of the things I'm interested in. I'm not going to lie. It's also a weight loss technique. I'm hoping to do a lot of fasting to help me lose weight. I lost a lot of weight my first year of keto. The second year of keto, I didn't really lose anything. I think I've reached some type of permanent plateau, and I'm hoping to incorporate more fasting. Like I said, I've fasted a bunch in the past, but I'm going to be more intense about it from now on, I believe. And so that's why I did it. Now, if you want to know how I did it, it's because I'm friggin' awesome. You know, Elon Musk once said, never underestimate the man who overestimates himself. And that's why you should never underestimate KeithTube. Now, let me get back to my first meal in 5 days. Thank you for watching. This video could have been so much better in so many different ways. I've never done a fasting video before, obviously, but I've also never done a video that spanned over the course of several days. Fortunately, I plan on doing several of these fasts. So in the future, I want to be more in depth, maybe do like a weight before and after, things like that. They will get better in the future. Pretty good first try, I hope. But if you're wishing it was better, so do I. So hope you enjoyed it anyway, and try to do a better job next time. Thanks again for watching. See you next time.